Hey everyone, and welcome back to Not the Newsletter. I have no idea what episode we're on, but we are here with Juan today talking about cybersecurity, AI, and other technology. And so, Juan, we're got some interesting topics today, and we're really just kind of excited to be here. I don't think Juan's been really brought into any of this except for like 30 seconds ago, so hopefully this goes well.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be good.
We're going to have fun.
Hey, it's going to be good. You're welcome for that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. So how's it been?
It's been good, you know.
It's good.
Living the dream.
Yeah, good. So first things first, we want to talk about Tesla, which is your favorite automaker, right? No. So your favorite car.
I have a very
talking about your favorite car.
yes.
Okay.
I have a very hot topic about the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like the Cybertruck.
A lot of people don't like the
Yeah.
Cybertruck.
A lot of people don't.
No.
Me, I think it looks cool.
Do you think it looks cool, or is it just weird enough that you just?
Well, you know my personality. I like the kind of like weird looking kind of thing. So that's why I think it just kind
different.
of
It's different
it
enough.
talks to me. It's weird on the road.
It's different enough.
I'm weird. Not on the road, but like
That's good. We wouldn't want that. But I love the headline. All Cybertrucks are getting recalled because they use the wrong glue. That's not good.
It's not great. That's not something you want to hear in your vehicle that you probably use every single day.
I mean, hopefully they didn't sell a lot of them. Maybe that's a good thing, right? Like, they sold probably a decent amount, though.
I feel like they did. I mean, Tesla's they're a big deal, especially in the
They're
automotive industry nowadays. Yeah.
They're getting there now. So it's 46,000. There you go. That's a lot.
Between November 2023 and late February 20.
So a lot of cars. They got to get back and re-glue. I don't know. What does that even mean? Do you think they take all the panels off? I didn't read this. I just thought it was fun to talk about.
So is it just like regular, like, I don't know, like when they say they have the wrong glue, it wasn't just like regular glue. Like, how do I take that in? How do I just go to a Tesla dealership and go, hey, I need my car re-glued?
Right, yeah, so they used Elmer's, and they're just like, this is not going to be good enough.
Like, oh, no, guys.
I love this word, though, right? Tesla says it will fix the sticky issue. Uh-huh. which could cause panels to detach from the truck while driving with a new adhesive not prone to environmental embrittlement. I love that word. I don't know that I knew that word, so now I'm going to use that word.
Environmental embrittlement.
Just embrittlement in general. Like, that has become embrittled.
That's a $20 word right there.
That is, yeah. You're going to get new jobs and things like that. Just being like, your network looks embrittled right now, so we're going to have to fix that. That is not what you want to see.
He knows what he's talking about right now.
This is the worst resolution image I've ever seen in my life, though. It's just like, it's like 480 pixels. They couldn't have found a better picture.
Oh, it's not that. It's
pretty
the main
bad.
focus is the truck, you know.
Or it was like 4 a.m, and this is just like they just had to like crank the ISO to like 800,000. We're talking about Tesla, and I'm talking about photography. All right, let's get back to it. So your favorite car is Tesla. You're sad, but they're all coming back. The thing I thought that was funny about this is we've seen Jerry Rig Everything and a couple other Whistling Diesel.
Yes.
Where they do like towing tests, and the hitch is attached with glue.
Well, I don't know if the hitch is attached to any, like...
Yeah, so they glue the hitch to the aluminum frame or wherever that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not, like, attached to, like...
Yeah, there's not
the body or anything. Like it's normally supposed to be with a truck.
Well, there's nothing to bolt it to, right? Like normally you would bolt it to the steel frame of a vehicle.
Okay.
There isn't one, so you just glue it to it.
Oh my gosh. But yes, I do.
I wonder if it's the same glue. I wonder if the embrittled glue is going to also replace that. Maybe they'll be able to have...
That's the thing that makes me so sad about the Cybertruck, because I like the idea. I like the Tesla interface. I like the look of it. Like I said, it's off. It's weird. I like that. But the actual specs of it, this glue problem, the hitch on the actual truck, it's supposed to be a truck. None of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't. None of it works as it should.
My wife thinks that, though. She's like, I like Rivian, but the Rivian truck, it just looks like, it doesn't look like someone that's going to really like truck. It doesn't. You're probably just going to like throw some plants in there, and you're going to go to the grocery store here and there, and you're probably not like towing an 18,000-pound boat, or
My wife has this exact same opinion. She's like, it looks like it wants to be a truck.
Yeah.
But people aren't going to use it to be.
No, probably not. The real truck owners are still going to buy a F-250 or 350. They're just going to go buy a truck. They're not going to get a Cybertruck and be like, I'm going to tow my yacht with this thing. That's the hitch is glued to the aluminum frame, and just like.
I think they should rename it then, because if they renamed it, if they didn't call it a truck,
got it.
I think it would be greater.
The Cyber Hatch.
We'll work on that. We'll
Okay,
work on that.
we'll work on that for next time. Got it. Moving on. So if you get yourself a new one, I suppose make sure that the panels are unembrittled.
And make it jet black. Have you ever seen a jet black Cybertruck on the
Sure.
road?
I like the ones. Is it the jet black ones that you can like? No, the mirror finish. I've like the mirror finish ones where
Yes.
you look at them and you can't tell that it's there at all. It just looks like the reflection of the thing behind it, which looks awesome and hilarious. I think that would be a way to do it. It feels illegal, but still funny.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
People are just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
crash
yeah.
into you and they'll be like, I literally didn't see.
I didn't
your
see
car
coming.
there.
Like-
I didn't see you there at all. Anyway, so Microsoft is replacing the remote desktop app that has been around for, my goodness, when did that come out? Windows 2000, maybe?
The RDP app?
Right.
Like,
It wasn't in Windows 98,
It's
I
been
don't
a
think.
long time.
Yeah, so it's old.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was 2000. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a test one
Yeah, I think you could
for all that.
you could remote desktop into Windows 2000 servers and things like that. But either way, so like it's been a hot minute. And so now they're replacing it. Remote desktop isn't going away.
No.
But they are changing how you would get to sort of, at least, and again, you could correct me on this, but the way I understand it is like things that are in sort of Microsoft's cloud, that's going to be sort of the like one-stop place to hang out and get your stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of what the whole purpose of, I mean, not even just Microsoft in general, just everybody's rebranding and stuff.
Yeah. I love the app. I mean, I just love the name of it. Like they spent a lot of time thinking of what are we going to name this? And they were just like, what should we call this? And they call it the Windows app.
Windows app. Oh,
Yeah, dude, right? I mean, I was racking my brain about it. I'm like, it makes tons of sense. If I am looking for what am I looking for this thing to do? The name, just right there for me, zinger.
So when they first announced this, I tried to look for it. Even you can only find it in the Microsoft store.
Yeah.
And since they just announced it first, now looking for it in the Microsoft store was absolutely awful. You couldn't find it because it's called Windows app, like the most generic name.
It is called the Windows app, yeah.
Yes. So it was so difficult to find it. And then, because I wanted to try it when they first announced it, I was excited about
looks
it.
pretty.
I'm still excited about it. I have not gotten the chance to try it because, like you said, it's more built towards, they're going towards Azure, cloud migration. It's supposed to work with all those types of things.
But it still has Outlook, Word, Excel, Power. Like it still has,
Oh, yeah, 100%.
which is weird to me. Like, so why do I have like this thing? It's like it almost feels like a launcher. Right?
Kind of is, I guess.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess if you really think about it, it is a launcher.
But what's wrong with my regular launcher?
But yeah, there's some people. So the RDP, as everyone is probably most commonly
Yeah.
understands and knows, is meant to just kind of like, oh, I'm an RDP into this device.
Server.
When I'm done,
something.
when I'm done, I get off. I think this is more leaning towards bigger picture. Somebody maybe more like business side, where it's like I have multiple devices, and I'd be like, all right, I want to get into this one.
A bigger server.
Yes,
Got
bigger.
it. Bigger pictures.
Well, like I have a business computer at home. I have a business computer at work right now. I want to be able to like get out, get in. Some people are moving more towards like virtual machines through Microsoft even.
Yeah.
Like I want to get into my virtual machine that I have with Microsoft. So
And that's kind of how this looks like they're trying to pose this, is that you have 3 virtual machines here. And that list goes over more. There's just a couple here. And there's like a scrolling list here of more of them. I mean, from a workflow, I would be really annoyed if I had more than one computer to work on. This looks like an absolute disaster. Like, how do I know? One of them's called my cloud PC. One of them's Contoso Full Desktop Alice and Contoso CPC US West. Like, what on earth is the... Like, I love all these things where they come up with ideas, but then I'm just like, okay, who? Who is this for?
right, I was it's like a specific niche of people.
Who? Which niche has 4 computers, though?
I mean, there are some people
That have
that
4
we know,
computers.
that
Yeah,
you
is it
know.
me? Are you talking about me right now? I
I'm
think you are.
I'm not saying names.
You are. That's fine.
Where, if you're
All 4 of my computers do the same thing, though. So like I don't. Once I log into those 4 computers, they're exactly the same, and they're just physical devices.
but there are some businesses that are, if I'm not
Businesses
at
we're
work,
throwing shade at,
where
just to be fair.
they maybe not have it set up in some specific ways where I'm not at work. I need to get something done at work, and there's devices at work that are only on the work network. And maybe my VPN doesn't work. Maybe it's something, I don't know. Let me
So you're
get into
talking
that, remote
you're
into
talking
that. I can I'm just use a basic
massive
example.
company where it's like, hey, I need to get into like
It might not even be mass. It might be somebody like a medium company. I don't know. This is somebody who's trying
you're helping me. I'm thinking of some scenarios now where
let's just take something super basic that would like printing. I know, like not like you'd be like, why are
that
you
should be
printing?
across the
That shouldn't be.
VPNs. That should be like multi-network.
Yes, but I'm saying like a specific niche of people. That's my whole point. Like
I don't know what niche they are, but there is a
I'm
specific
trying to save
niche.
this app right now.
Yeah, it's not working. I could think of scenarios where you need the device physically to be in a spot.
Mhm.
So we have clients that do things with like control modules and things like that, where there's having a device, serial USB Ethernet plugged into a controller or something that's going to give you data from, some sort of controls in an HVAC system or whatever, right? You kind of need something physically in that space to be controlling that unit. I could see having some like, oh, hey, this is my downtown Milwaukee office, this is my Madison office, this is my Green Bay one, and you could remote into those different machines and then control your HVAC and control different things that are physically wired in there. But man, it's a really small niche for me that I think there's going to be people that have 3 to 5 different desktops. And again, these aren't physical; these are all virtual. That whole idea just went out the window. Thanks.
Well, I mean, but the thing is, okay, so RDP works. It's a Windows thing.
Yeah.
Right. From my understanding, is RDP is not going away. For anybody who's nervous out there,
Yeah.
RDP is not going away. It's just going to be still Windows, RDP. This will make it easier because this app is available on Mac, on Android, on all those.
They're ending support though, so like it will still work, but I don't think they'll support. I'm guessing the next operating systems won't have it. They'll have to remote into them with this
maybe
version.
I guess my opinion, they're probably like, we'll talk about that when it gets there.
Right.
But
I mean, that's what lose support usually feels like to me. Like it might still be there, but
I think for those users, at least right now, maybe the Windows app is super helpful in that regards.
Yeah.
But I tried to save it.
It's one of those things like 6 months from now or a year when we start all using this, we'll be like, it makes sense now.
When we're all using this,
yeah,
I'm going to look at you and be like,
we figured this out.
I told you.
This podcast has turned into like an ASMR thing here. We've just like too many secrets.
It's an ASMR now that I feel like we've had like opposing views. Like I think the Tesla truck is cool.
Yeah.
I think the Windows app is cool.
But it's like a secret.
It's like nobody can know that I like these things.
That's just how you know what we're
Put
talking
it on
about.
a podcast and tell the world.
Yeah. You just know how we're talking about ourselves in 6 months, and we're like,
right.
Hey, Chris, this app is great. That's me from the future.
All right.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess we'll dig in and see how that goes. But it does feel weird for the moment. Like I just, maybe I just need to install it and start using a launcher inside my launcher, because Windows feels like a launcher, and then I have anyway. Let's move on. That could be a can of worms. So, you okay with moving on?
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm gonna get stuck on this, and I'm gonna go on a tangent.
Yeah, we'll do a follow-up podcast about the app. We'll start using it.
About the Windows app.
We'll launch our launchers inside of a launch.
I think that would be a cool idea. Because like I said, when it first came out, I tried to do that.
Yeah.
But
and it was stupid. Now we'll figure out why Microsoft built it, and then we'll go from there. We'll probably figure it out and be like, this is amazing.
It's gonna be great, guys.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be the best.
Follow up. We'll just Anyway, all right. RCS.
6-month challenge. Only use the Windows app.
Oh boy. So Apple is going to start supporting encrypted RCS messaging. I saw this and I was like, hey, yo.
Don't they do that?
That's what I was under the impression, right? So I was under the impression that by doing RCS, they were going to do what I guess when I think RCS, I think of the way Google does it, right? And RCS is already end-to-end encrypted, right?
Mm-hmm.
But apparently it's only end-to-end encrypted because Google puts end-to-end encryption modules, like packet stuff, networky stuff, like on top of it. So they sort of encapsulate the RCS protocol standard.
So it works because
with some more goodies, so that it becomes end-to-end encrypted.
So it pseudo works thanks to Google, kind of.
So the way it would work, I suppose, if you were on Android, is you would send secure end-to-end messaging to Google. It would stay secure. Mm-hmm. But as soon as they send it to Apple doesn't support the end-to-end encryption, so that goes away, and it just gets to them however. And vice versa. So your Apple user would hit Google's server eventually, and then they would encrypt it at that point and deliver it to the Android device. But any section past Google to Apple would not be encrypted right now, which is shocking, right? Like I guess I didn't no one was really saying anything, but it was like, oh, RCS for Apple, yay, it's more secure. Everything like all the articles, everything was coming out that it was gonna be better. And now it's like, oh, hey, we're releasing encryption on RCS, and it's just like, wait a second, you didn't do that from the first day,
Right. I'm really surprised to hear that because I mean, if you knew me, I mean, obviously, I am avid Android user, big Android user.
Yeah.
Boom. But I will give Apple their flowers when it comes to security. I feel like most of the time their security is like top notch.
Yeah, agree.
It's super hard, both good and bad. It's super hard to get past Apple security in anything.
Right.
Even when it comes to just like resetting a password for your Apple ID and
Mhm.
stuff. Like, you got to go through hoops and hurdles. They make it like the toughest thing. Like I said, which is good and bad. But so I'm very surprised to hear that was not covered.
But this
on
isn't. So I think their security, those things you're talking about, are all sort of like inside their ecosystem, right?
Yeah,
So it's like
100%.
iMessage, resetting passwords,
Yeah,
Find My, like all the security stuff that you would normally associate with Apple. It's all sort of like in their nice little house.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it the bank vault? I don't know. It's trying to think of a nice cozy.
It's in their suburb.
A bank vault's not that cozy. Yeah,
They're
their
like
suburb. They're like
HOA.
gated community.
That's what I was trying to think. Yes,
they're
gated community.
Apple's gated community. We're going to find AI is going to make us a thumbnail for that.
But I mean, so yes, I agree. All of that is within their little Apple gated community. Everyone's having fun. But you'd think if they were to introduce something outside of that community, they'd be like, okay, well, we got to make
Let's
sure
keep it secure.
Yes.
Yeah. One would think. But it wasn't secure before. So going to SMS to an Android wasn't secure. But they allowed that, right? So it just left and went wild west as an SMS text message. But then it was green. It's still green, I guess. Like I still think I'm on my burner phone again. Future video teaser, I may have switched to Android.
You saw the light.
But so I still think Android is. Do I know anyone that has an Android? Yes. Yeah. So it's still green, even though it's RCS. I don't think I text you. I think we use Teams.
Yeah, we do use Teams.
But so that's coming at some point, which is good. But so I guess I have to redact ever saying that it was encrypted because I feel like that's come up. People are like, hey, I need to text Android. People are, I need to do whatever. Like, oh, yeah, it's now kind of more secure than it used to be. They support RCS. Yeah.
Internet's going to come out and get you.
I'm going to have to go find those podcasts and any email I sent or
remove 'em.
anything. Just, delete it from the internet.
What happened to episode 21?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to go find that
15.
website thing that does the what's that thing like?
That like clears all of like your history. Well, not history, but like.
No, there's that website that it caches every old website, every old file. Turn back the clock website or something.
And also like the Internet Vault or something like that. Yes.
Yeah. So I need to find that thing too and then delete it from there somehow.
Saved everything in there.
It's already in there. They're just gonna be like, no, you said this. This happened. Yeah. So pretty soon. I don't know when. I don't think I saw any dates on it, but I guess it's coming out at some point. So yay. And maybe it'll have like a little lock on it because I know. I feel like in Android when you text back and forth, it's got a little lock icon right on the thing.
Yeah.
So they could maybe do that as part of a thing. So
that way you know it's like secured.
Yeah.
From one another.
So maybe that'll happen. Also, teaser iOS 19.
I was going to say maybe it'll come out with iOS 19.
Could be. That might be a good time to drop.
Because I don't know when this is coming out, but from my understanding, they're going to try to make this a lot easier and friendlier for like new users. Is the idea.
I think they're designed, it was supposed to kind of talked about in the last newsletter, is they took a lot of their design cues from the Vision OS.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's supposed to have all these like cool filters and whatever. So, but I coined a thing that's now patented. I think it should have been called iVision.
Oh, dang. That would have been cool.
Yeah, you like that?
Yes.
Yeah, I even made a logo and everything. So, so hopefully Apple slaps me with a cease and desist letter or something like that.
If anything, they should give you credit for that.
I'd be honored to have Apple know that I even was alive, and they were like, "Oh my, look at this guy! He got 8 views. Go get him."
Write that down.
You can't patent that. iVision was already at first. But anyway, so I think it's a lot of the design language of this transparency things from the Vision OS, and that which I thought was funny because. The Vision Pro was kind of a bust, right? It wasn't kind of a bust. It was 100% a bust.
You think so?
I don't know that it sold them. I bet more Cybertrucks have gone out than Vision Pro goggles.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%.
So then that's a failure.
I guess maybe. I mean, I don't know. I personally have never
The
seen
world's weirdest vehicle outsells a piece of technology.
the world's weirdest vehicle
Yeah.
outsells the world's weirdest headset.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen a Vision Pro?
Yeah, I know someone that owns one.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
I've never seen one. I've seen like pictures of people
And-
out in public, like
Yeah, and the hilarious thing is
which I think is funny in itself. But
it becomes a meme. So he's like, I'll wear it. Like I'll be in an airport or in an airplane and wear it. And everyone thinks you're crazy, right? So then they'll want to wear it, and so he'll share with people and let them try it out and do different things. So it's kind of funny. And
he lets strangers just put it on.
yeah, I don't know, whatever. I think he likes the attention.
Fair.
Yeah, I might too. That's kind of cool. Very gregarious, so that helps.
Okay. Another good word.
But so all that went into that. They probably were just like, we've sold 100 of these. We got to find a way. We got to find a way to do something with this operating system. And so they were like,
introduce it to iOS.
So some of the leaks look like it's maybe a pretty big overhaul, which they haven't done ever. I can't remember the last time iOS has been overhauled.
You mean like design-wise overhaul, or just like the
Mhm.
whole like?
Yeah, there's been some leaks on
UI,
what the
basically.
camera looks like, and so they're doing like round icons.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, like the whole UI is
Yeah.
just going to be like complete, like you said, round icons, a little bit
Mhm.
more.
Well, no more in June at the Worldwide Developers Conference. So hopefully,
Is that when they're going to talk about it next?
Yeah. So I'm sure we'll come out with the iPhone 17. What on earth number are we on now?
You're not talking to the iPhone guy. I'm not sure, but
What if
that's what I heard
if I
too.
can
Like,
buy one
so
now?
they're going to do the UI, and that its purpose is basically just meant to be easier for people, like especially people who
Right.
are
So,
new or don't understand phones technology that well. And then I also heard, since everything's in rumor land right now, is that it's supposed to be built to be more comfortable using the like future AI.
we all need more AI.
That's what the world's going to right now.
Mhm.
Everything is built with.
So what I want AI to do is just my job, so then I can just eat potato chips and go on.
One day.
I was gonna say go on walks, but those two things are very antithetical
Doesn't
to
that
one
make you
another.
lazy? Like if AI is doing everything.
Oh yeah, I was totally kidding.
Oh, okay, I was like,
Yeah.
Okay. I
Um,
just picture you're at the couch like, oh man, this could be a tough day. I need the AI to do this.
you just get an update at the end of the day of like, oh, it successfully did your job. You're like, wonderful. That's awesome.
I don't want the day to come where
I just have to kind of coach the AI. So
someone
that, like,
calls us and goes, I like to talk to Chris. Yeah, let me get the Chris AI on the phone
Mhm.
for you.
I just got to keep it in its lane a little. That's the only thing we do. Just like kind of like where there's the guardrails and just like, what do you need me to do today? And just like I kind of give it a list and it just executes that. That's not too far off from the truth.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I know.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, so I think it's going to come out with iPhone 17, and then it would probably release for older stuff to some degree after that,
Okay.
as they typically do.
Hmm.
But yeah, maybe encrypting messaging comes with that. Maybe we'll hear more about that
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it just all
At-
came together as one big thing.
at the Worldwide Developers
Yeah.
Conference. Yeah, could be cool. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for my potential Android story.
I like the Windows app thing. We should do the Windows app challenge.
Yeah, we'll
You
do
and me,
that.
let's use it 6 months.
That's a long
It's
time.
a long time.
What a month.
All right.
I said I was going to do the Android
do
thing
a
for a
month.
month, and it went longer than that. I'm now, but
I would like to talk about that, but I also don't want to spoil for like.
should that be a newsletter?
Future-
Should that be a podcast?
Yes.
We'll just talk about mine instead of doing a stupid video about
I
it.
think that'd be a great idea. You should release that video. What if you do that video?
If I do that challenge,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then
Okay.
you should talk about your experience. you know?
that could be good. Because I've thought about more of these things because I was like, you know what, just me sitting in front of a camera is kind of dumb, right? So I like the idea of it being more of a like conversation, right? So like, because I thought of like a lot of cool video ideas this year for like
Yeah.
hardware reviews and whatever, and I'm like, it'd be kind of cool to do them in like a
Conversation format.
yeah, exactly.
No, I think that's a really good idea too.
Mm-hmm.
Because then not only that, you've had both experiences. You can bank off of somebody who
Right.
is one side or the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Just I got to pick the person that's gonna like lean toward the sort of direction that I'm gonna try to send the conversation down. Right. So I just can't bring the iPhone fans here because that wouldn't go well. They'd be like, "You're wrong. Switch back.
Shh. Don't even get me started.
We need you back on iMessage. You can't be green.
Oh.
We don't like it."
No, stay with Android. It's more flexible. You can do more things.
Yeah.
That's about to become one of those podcasts where I just bro Android everything.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that. We're getting,
I know, that's
we're
what I'm
getting,
saying.
we're
This is
getting
about
in the
to
weeds
slowly
'cause that's
become
about,
into
we're
that.
about to start into it. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's it for today. So check us out as we get some more of those things. We're going to do the Windows app, Android. We're going to get back to you on Worldwide Developers Conference, but that's a couple months from now. So many things to look forward to.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.
So you stay tuned.
Follow us on LinkedIn,
Windows app.
YouTube.
Summer.
Follow the podcast. Although we're not doing a podcast, just follow this. We stopped. We didn't put the podcast. No one downloaded it. So you guys didn't want that. So we're just gonna put it on YouTube.
Oh no.
Yeah, we do what the people want, and they only downloaded our podcast 33 times total, and we made a lot of them. So,
and a good idea would be, I mean, if you the viewers have something that you guys want us to do, try out, talk about, should let us know in the comments.
Try the comments. It's good.
Yeah,
it's good. You guys aren't good at that.
We'll change that.
It's one of those YouTuber things, right? Where they always do that. They're just like, "Hey, I know you guys are out there. There's a whole bunch of lurkers out there, right? Like, I can see you guys aren't subscribed yet, and there's
call me out like that."
Yeah, that's the thing that like professional YouTubers do, right? That know what they're doing.
Yeah, they know. They do that in the whole like.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and please like, subscribe, comment down below on what you'd like to see next.
And I know there's a million of you lurking out there that haven't subscribed yet, so join,
share us, put us everywhere.
Subscribe now. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
See ya.